So I'm going to be really vulnerable in this moment. I'll be honest. I'll be really good. I think it's really important. So I broke up with my husband last year. He was for me. I'm sure he has a different view, but for me, it was increasingly toxic for various reasons, and dealing with it after the breakup was actually really, really tough because it got worse and worse, and the more I kind of pulled away, the harder it got. So anyway, roll forward to today, well over a year now, and my little boy, who's his little boy, doesn't really want to go. I don't think he really knows why. So and we have disagreements. I try not to let them roll for me, which also is quite tricky for somebody who wants to have control over you. It's quite tricky when you don't get bitter over arguments. So something happened a couple of weeks ago where he just, I'm not having him now, so just deal with it. It was really tricky. It wasn't as simple as that. It was like, well, and I was, but I've got over it because, well, that's just who that is, and I'm looking at the good side of all of this. I get to see my kids more and stuff, but it is when you're, when you want to do things without children sometimes, or you want to be, I'm running a business as well, all these things, yeah, and it can be really tough. And trying to explain that to somebody who has no empathy or no understanding, or actually sees themselves as a victim, really, really tricky. Hey, Jules. So I'm being a bit vulnerable. I'm actually going to tap because, so he's just left, and my beautiful daughter, who doesn't really like being around him at all, has said, "Mummy, I'm going to go out for a walk with," because my little boy Max doesn't want to go out with him, and so Constance offered to go with them to support Max. Probably for me actually, which bless her, but so she's because she's a beautiful soul, but it's really tricky to deal with that energy, and it's not that it's because of the kids that are involved, and so he wanted an argument and I didn't give it. He said, "Oh, I can't believe you beat." I said, "You know what, I could do with a couple of days off here and there, but it is how it is. What am I supposed to do?" He said, "Well, you could organise care." I'm like, "Well, yeah, I could, we both could, but that's not currently an option." And he desperately came here looking for a fight, looking for me to be cross still, looking for me to be resentful, and because I've let it go, I am no longer beholden to that the annoying thing. I was really upset, so I dealt with it. Why am I so upset? Why is it upsetting? Because I felt like he was letting down my kids, and when people let me down, that's like a trigger for me, and I didn't want my kids to go through that. Otherwise, you know what, I can't control them. What can I control? What can't I control? I can't control anyone else's actions, thoughts and stuff. And seeing that he still holds me entirely responsible for every incident that happened, I'm like, okay, that's fine, because I can sit here and argue the toss. I could sit here and say, how can you not see? Can you not see? It didn't work in 5 years of marriage. It's not going to work. Now we're not. But to see that he wanted this fight and was sat there, and I'm talking to my little boy, saying, "Come on, let's go out with Daddy," and only for a little bit, wanting me to be the enemy and not seeing the enemy in me. I feel really proud of myself, but it is still, there's something emotional that comes up because I'm not giving into it. I'm not the person who fights anymore. I'm not the person who allows that to eat away at me anymore, that feels I need to justify myself anymore. It just is what it is. And yes, I might be in my pajamas when he arrives at 9:30 to pick the kids up, so is the other kids, and he wants to insult me, and he's looking for a problem, and that's okay. That's okay, because you know what, you'll always find something you're not happy with if that's what you want to look for. And I didn't justify anything. I was really nice. And he said, "How are you being so nice to me?" I said, "Because you're a guest in my home, and I'd be nice to anybody who's a guest in my home, and I don't want any toxicity. I don't want to fight with you." He said, "You're making a problem." I said, "Okay, I don't think I am. I think I'm trying my best to get you to have contact with your little boy. I'm not trying to be anything other than a facilitator of like happy vibes and stuff." He says, "Oh, I thought, what's happened to you? He's got dirty feet, don't you?" I says, "Yeah, he was at a barbecue last night. He likes going barefoot everywhere. It's really good for your soul, actually." And he's like, "Oh, you could at least give him a bath." I'm like, "Okay, I will." you know, all these kind of things, looking for all the problems rather than any solutions. And I'm like, yeah, and it's quite emotional because I thought I'd feel really G'd up by him. I thought I'd feel really, because the last time we spoke it wasn't very pleasant, and yet I thought, right, okay, what is it about that? I've had a couple of sessions actually with Janice Thompson, who's amazing, and I tapped this morning for a little bit before. Hi, Emily. I tapped for a little bit before he came, just to get any residual things out, and I just wasn't angry. And I feel quite emotional, the fact I didn't allow it to even trigger me. In fact, all I wanted to do is just, I didn't want to do anything. I didn't feel anything, and I feel quite emotional, the fact that it didn't bother me. It didn't bother me, and I thought it would, and I used to before, every time I'd see him, because of all the shit that went on and I was scared. I mean, this guy's terrified me. We're talking just over a year ago, there was all sorts of things, all manner of police and all that involved. It was awful, right? And this guy, he terrified me, and I would shake like this, literally shake every time I saw him. I couldn't cope. I was wondering what he was going to do, and I was like, you know, so I had to get out of that, and it was amazing. My journey to get out of that has been incredible, and now I just feel strong, and I don't feel like one up. I just feel strong and capable and completely in a place of value. And I almost said, oh, well, no one helps me out, poor me. I'm like, no, I don't have anybody who can look after my kids. You learn so much from my lives, thank you. And the reason I'm tapping while doing it, okay, is because when we exorcise any emotion, tapping whilst talking literally lets it flow through. Hi, Emily. So if you are talking with anyone and tapping, Jules will be able to attest to this, it really does make a difference, because the emotional attachment you've got even to your words will flow through your body, and that's why I'm setting up this tapping group, this tapping membership, where we're going to tap with each other once a week, and we're going to have some more stuff coming in. But this isn't for trying to, you know, that is an option if you want to do that, if you want to do something with it as a group to really exercise your shit. But you see, oh, that's nice. So seeing him kind of, I can see him in turmoil, wanting the argument, wanting the difficulty, needing the aggro, and because I just don't have it, I don't want it. It's not what I am anymore. I want things to be happy, and because of everything in the world at the moment, there's so much fear, so much toxicity, so much you can buy into it all, and you know, I want my truth, and my being is love, and that's the opposite of fear, yeah. And so tap. I'm going to keep tapping, because it's I can do my fingers as well, actually. I'm not doing my fingers, am I? I'm feeling the need to be more in my face, and so the control that someone has over my emotions, the control that isn't there. And I wanted to share it because it almost makes me feel quite emotional, like I want to cry a little bit. And I was like, wow, it's such a relief to not be to not have that fear anymore, to actually be free from that connection, free from that control, free from somebody can come in and ruin your day, somebody can come in and just shatter you with a few words because they know what to say, and now nobody can. Then the one person who could, because the father of your children, who used to tell you how terrible a mother you were all the time, come in and just shatter you, even with the thing about the dirty feet. Oh, why has Max got dirty feet? Because he likes walking barefoot. He's in tune with his spiritual side. Just to try and come and say, well, why haven't you done this? Why haven't you done that? I said, I don't know, because I haven't. To see your daughter there helping her own brother out, and not being responsive to the looks, to the and just not being responsive. And when I was so susceptible to judgment, it's just like, wow, I just feel so free. So and I was in a position of not being free. I was in a position of being so sad, so broken. I thought I was so broken. I thought there was nothing, because I was in a relationship that used to play on everything I thought I was, everything I thought I wasn't, and I was in that for long enough to think I'm broken, there's nothing that can help me, I'm going to be like this forever, I'm going to need somebody to fix me forever, I'm going to need to be in this relationship because what else have I got? And at least with him, maybe I'm not as broken. And it was amazing to not need that, to not feel that, and to feel totally free, and not need that, and not need anything other than the good stuff. Yeah. So however broken you think you might be, however stuck, however beholden to a thing or a person or a moment in time, you are not. You can be as free as you need to be. I promise you that. And yeah, if you do love tapping, I am launching this tapping group that brought you into your genius. Oh, into my genius. Yes, you've read The Big Leap, haven't you, Jules? Now, yeah, it did. My genius is to guide people and help people out of their toxicity, and to show people however broken they think they are not. And I will absolutely defend that 100%. People come to me and say, I was told I couldn't be helped. And I would say, well, I'm so sorry that someone told you couldn't be helped, because everybody can be. It's never, ever, ever too late. There is not enough things in the world that can mean you cannot get up, you cannot mend yourself. And remember your broken bits. Have you ever seen a Chinese proverb that actually they fix, have you ever seen that? There's a meme going about it. They fix broken bowls with gold, because that's the beauty. The beauty is in the repair. The beauty is in what you make from something that's broken. And so however broken you feel, please, you are not alone. There are choices, there are ways. We can all help. But if you're wondering what the hell I'm doing, tapping on my bits here, tapping on meridian lines, at the end of meridian lines actually, it's acupuncture but with words and thoughts. So let me know if you want to join my tapping membership. So I show you how to tap all together, if you're into EFT and tapping. If you're not, let me know and I can tell you a bit more about that. But this is I've set this membership for people who love tapping, know the effects of it, know how it can work, and we're going to do it together. And I've got special group speakers that are going to come every month. I'm so excited, and I'm going to show you how to tap in 7 minutes, how to tap the crap out of that, it's called, in 7 minutes a day, how you can actually get to the root of the problem. I'm going to run a free workshop on retrieving your stories, just to show you how easy it all is, because I believe in ease and grace in healing. It doesn't have to be hard, right? It doesn't have to be hard. It can be hard, yeah. You can go and regurgitate it and talk about it forever and ever and ever and make it as painful as you like, or you can heal with ease and grace. Yeah, it can be easy, it can be graceful, and it can be beautiful. That's what I want to give to the world. So that's my genius, isn't it? It's going to be amazing. It is, because freeing yourself from everything that isn't worth it is amazing. Anyway, I've gone on and on here a bit now. I just wanted to show that however much you've done, and I've done loads of stuff and work and I help people, there is still, I'm just celebrating that I'm free. I'm free from when he walks in, I don't shake. It's an amazing, empowering, powerful freedom. And I made the choice to be free and have control of my own life, and have control of my own feelings, and have control of my own words and my actions. And do I choose to defend myself, or do I choose to let it go? Do I choose that I don't need that because I have enough self-value and self-worth that I don't need to? I choose me, I choose my family, and I choose every single person I bring into my world. So, as my friend Kel would say, just choose you. So I've nicked it off her. She won't mind. So have a great day, guys, wherever you are. If you're protesting, you'll see this later. If you have protested today, then then thank you. Because I've got both my children, I didn't want to go down today. I thought it was best not to. But my heart is with you, and you're all amazing. I love you to bits. Have a great day.